come on, man.
Okay, look at Power being coach. Coach DF.
Give me that. Give me that.
Let's go.
Green. Let's go.
Switch everything, no threes.
Good defense, good defense. Yep.
That's fine, that's fine.
I'm on you, I'm on you, I'm on you.
Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that.
Power versus...
Let's go, Power.
Everyone else!
Stop playing.
What's up? What's up with the defense? You want to reach on that?
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and the Milwaukee starting five. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Thomas Bryant. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, then it's Jackson, and it's Lillard in at the point guard position. And for the Celtics, the two J's, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis, then it's Derek White, and it's the Beast in at the shooting guard position. We are right in the middle of the year, Brent. What's the biggest challenge for coaches right now?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge, BA, is just keeping your team engaged. You've asked a lot of guys at this point physically and mentally. Some guys are in a place where they're playing and everything's all good, but it's really those guys who are still looking for their opportunity. You have to continue to build those relationships so that the bond of the team is going to push you forward to get the best out of everybody.
Back to Tatum. Driving inside. Here's the Beast, defended by Kuzma. The Beast passes to White. Connects from downtown.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here are the Bucks now. It's a three-point game. Out to the right wing. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who was able to talk with Joe Mazzulla.
We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Down low. Here's Lillard. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
It's normal for guys to jump from team to team, Brent, but Kyle Kuzma has displayed real loyalty.
He clearly is starting to value what culture means and respects the time to build that up. He wants to be part of something special. And when you have players start to think that way, sometimes it translates to the court where they're more consistent and more reliable.
Lillard against White. Pass to Bryant. Lillard deciding where to go with it. To the middle. They get it again. And that one's good.
And again, just taking the greatness for granted here. Amazing sequence from Giannis.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Oh, stolen by Lillard. In transition, here come the Bucks. Brown with the steal. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Can't cash it in from close range. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 1.
I mean, really, this is the evolution, the point-forward concept in full display here tonight as Giannis is becoming one of the more dominant versions of that.
Here's the Beast. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Jackson outside. Pass to Lillard. Kuzma against Brown. Fades. It's Kuzma with the miss.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Brown gets the bucket.
Brown taking on all challengers. This kind of fearless approach is what his teammates and coaches love seeing.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Pass to Kuzma. There's the triple. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics with the lead. Tatum passes to the Beast. Now here's White. Here's the Beast. Really played well against Indiana in his last game. Yep, that one goes. The Beast has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Milwaukee calls timeout. They defeated Utah in their last game.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Clowney, he's checked in for Bryant. Caruso comes in for Kuzma. Morris, he's checked in for Jackson. The Bucks trail by 8. There's the steal. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then there's Javon Carter. Then it's Derek White. And it's the Beast in at the 2. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Here's Lillard. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in the game. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Heat. They've come down in the rankings a little, landing in the 5th spot for now.
Checking out Boston, they look like a no-nonsense team, focused on one thing, and that is to be the favorite to win the title.
Jackson, he's checked in for Morris.
Nice find by Lillard. He deserves some recognition for that kind of passing.
White, the pass to the Beast. Carter on the wing. Over to the left wing. Clock at 6. The Beast gets the 3 ball to go. The Beast has got 7 points in the game.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Pass to Clowney. Lillard outside. Jackson with it. Now Carter defending. Lillard can't get it to go.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
And here's Carter. Here's the Beast. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Bucks trail by 9. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He added 33 points, and not only was he terrific offensively, he also made an impact on defense. He had his fingerprints on every part of the game. We'll see how he's able to impact things tonight, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Back to Lillard. The 3 ball. And Porzingis with the block.
That's a forgotten skill as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times.
Pass to the Beast. The 3 is up. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jaylen Brown.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Here's the Beast. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Lillard outside to win the drought. And Dame Dalla completing the break.
And how about the hands from Kuzma just snatching that ball away to create the offense.
And Boston calls time here. fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And you know they had a great plan going into that one. And then made the right adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
Boston making a switch here. Hart's checked in. The kick to Tatum. Here's the Beast. 12 points for him. 6 to shoot. Pass to White. Here's the Beast. Three-pointer, no good. And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. A 12-point game. And after this one, they're at home against Sacramento. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Tatum passes to the Beast. Fires the three. Here's Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
Sometimes you do a little extra work, something good comes your way, and Porzingis cleans up that offensive rebound.
There's Jackson with the three. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Jackson's got 8.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
That's good. He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
And Boston with some changes. Brown, he's checked in for Tatum, and Pritchard is subbed in for White. Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. I mean, it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
And stolen by Jackson. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Here's Clowney. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last. Dunn, he's checked in for Boston.
Into the lineup for the Celtics, Chris Dunn.
Boston Celtics sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back to the game after this break.
And please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth dance team.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And Boston has possession. Taking a look at the Bucks. Thomas Bryant out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Jackson. Then there's Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. The Beast passes to White. And that one goes. Feeding him with a lead pass. He's got 5.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target. Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. And Milwaukee shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely.
Foul number 67. First personal foul. First team foul.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. No good on the 3.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's the Beast. 15 points in the game. White, the pass to the Beast. 5 to shoot. Off target from outside. And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line, Brent.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people want it to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. PA?
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks.
Number 67.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. For Milwaukee, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Jackson outside. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. No luck on that one. Boston leading by 23. Pass to the Beast. Launches a 3. And Bryant pulls it down.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Milwaukee shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. As we know, Brent, experiencing some team drama is not an uncommon experience in the NBA.
Man, BA, as years went on and playing 7, 8, 9 seasons in the league, you almost started to invite some of that drama into the locker room. It's really a character builder, and it shows you that you care about what it is that you're doing. So the drama are always great lessons for how strong your team is going to be. You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Jackson's got 13 now.
Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Pass to the Beast. It's Brown on the wing. To the inside. The Beast shot is off.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Just about halfway through the season. Let's take a look at the East. You take a look at the Celtics. What a season thus far for them. 2nd place in the conference. And, of course, Milwaukee far behind in the standings.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, this is not where they wanted to be at this point in the season. It looks like there's a pretty sizable talent gap between them and the real contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
Kuzma and Porzingis with the block.
And shooters must beware. Porzingis is down there lurking.
And Brown with the stuff.
I love seeing players connect like this. Brown excels at knowing when to go for alley-oops.
White looking it over. Pass to the Beast. Back to White. Out left to the wing. Here's the Beast. 17 points in the game. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Lillard. The 3 is up. Boston with a rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Here's White. Sinks that one from the post. White's got his 3rd basket of the night. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Both teams deciding to change it up. All right, a moment to check out some numbers. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. And it's Josh Hart. Then it's Derek White. And it's the Beast in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
Well, not content to take what the defense gives them. I mean, they're attacking the gaps and getting the ball inside.
One thing you can add on to this, and you don't talk about it much as a point of emphasis, but getting to the free throw line and generating easy points, that can really help you out. They got a lot of freebies.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Pass to Tatum. Here's the Beast, guarded by Morris. Here's the Beast. Sends it home from three-point land. The Beast's got 20.
You would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Drops in the 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
From 10 feet away. And the play by Tatum as he finishes inside. Tatum's got 11 points here in the second half.
He's caught fire here in the second half. Better late than never.
Done. He's checked in for Milwaukee.
Personal foul.
Teams will make substitutions.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Brent, we've never seen a player like Giannis. How do you stop him? Or how do you at least slow him down?
Well, B.A., there's a reason why I'm over here in a suit and the coaches are over there in their suits. That's their job. And Giannis is just one of those guys you hope is having an off night. Force him into as many jump shots as you possibly can. But inside, Giannis is going to get there, and he's going to devastate you.
The Bucks trail by 19. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Antetokounmpo. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Outside Hart. Here's the Beast, guarded by Morris. Here's the Beast. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. From 13, here's Clowney. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And Boston with some changes. Jason Tatum comes in for Hart. And it's White in for Pritchard. Bryant, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Jackson comes in for Morris. And he makes both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Boston leading by 15. Up top, White, defended by Lillard. Here's the Beast. And Bryant pulls it down. Bryant's got 4 rebounds now. Jackson outside. Pass to Lillard. This one for 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
Here's the Beast.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Here's Clowney. He's guarded by White. Back to Bryant. 5 on the clock. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Celtics.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year. And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for the Beast.
That's amazing defense from him. Seemed to know exactly when to pounce on the passing lanes and predictive steals.
White, the pass to the Beast. No good on the triple.
So disruptive defensively out beyond the arc.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Back to Tatum. Outside White. To the paint. Here's the Beast. The rebound by the Bucks. Lillard outside. Kuzma outside. From outside, off the mark. Now here's White. Tatum passes to the Beast. The three. No good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see.
Hi, I'm Girl Game Renee, and here's some community tips on shooting. The first tip, of course, is definitely shooting wide open is the best shot to take. 2 would be if the defender has his hands down, hand down, man down. So definitely take that shot. And 3, definitely creating great spacing. And these are the 3 top defensive tips. My number 1 defensive tip is on-ball defense. With that being said,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. Yep, and now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Beast out there with Derek White, and it's Porzingis in at the center position. And for the Thunder, Chet Holmgren out there with Fox. Then there's Wallace. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Thomas in at the 3, the small forward. You know, Doris, when you compare the NBA to other major sports, it seems coaches just don't get as much credit for their strategy and their scheming and game plans.
Kevin, I think it's a misconception not only about the coaches, but about the NBA specifically, that it's not as complex as other sports. There's so much depth to this game. It is in a constant state of evolution. Once you think you've got the NBA down, I'm promising you it's going to evolve to another direction. This misconception is flat wrong.
Wallace misses. Here's Boston now. Here's the Beast. His last outing with 20 points. Brown right side. And here's Tatum for three. And it's Fox with the rebound. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Five to shoot. Goes back up. Holmgren gets the bucket.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Warriors. And here's Tatum for three. Thunder with the rebound. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You know what? Sometimes you play a great game and lose. What you hope happens, though, is it toughens them up a bit mentally, and they figure out how to close it out next time.
Fox taking two.
And he sinks the second. The Celtics have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, White. Brown outside. Pass to the Beast. And that one hits back iron. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Thunder shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Free throw good, Wallace. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Poked away. It's taken away by Wallace. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's sent back by White. Celtics trail by 4. Pass to the Beast. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Takes the three. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And we talk about Derek White. Doris, how impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
Yeah, what a nice play. Just a coast-to-coaster by himself off of that steal.
White the pass to the Beast. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. But for Oklahoma City. Topic is checked in for Wallace. And it's Richardson in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for White. Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Topic. That shot no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Holmgren against Hart. Shots good by the Beast.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Topic. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
Here's Pritchard. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Passes it to the Beast. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
We've got Wallace. Thomas is out there with Kerr, and it's Fox, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
The pass to Hart. To the inside. Here's the Beast. Just 4 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And here's Tatum for 3. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Fox. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the Beast. Wallace covering. Here's the Beast. Rebound by Wallace. The Thunder leading by 11. Kerr with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. Thomas kicks to Wallace. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wallace from downtown. No good. His 5th missed shot from the field. He's made 3.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Here's the Beast. He's got 10. Fires from deep. Cranes the three-pointer. The Beasts got it back down to single digits for the Celtics.
You know, a guy with that size from the downtown three-point area, no chance for a defender to alter that shot.
And Wallace slams it in.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that simply stated a terrific play.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
Well, you have to believe the coaching staff made that a point of emphasis. Better aggressiveness, better intensity on the backboards.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Milwaukee was outstanding. He scored 20 points, and he was a contributor on the defensive end as well. He showed up once again in what's becoming the norm for him of late. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. He took command, and Greg really led the fight for his team.
You like someone who's willing to take control, but then again, tonight could turn out to be a different story.
I think he's got to find the appropriate balance between not forcing it and not settling.
Tatum passes to the Beast. No good on the triple. Oklahoma City leading by 9. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one. And they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on. And we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
And the Thunder making a change here. Holmgren's checked in. The Beast can't hit. Oklahoma City's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
For the 3. And Boston with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
It's amazing the success they had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player? And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Oklahoma City. Scoring rebounder.
63. The Celtics, 49.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Chet Holmgren has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Derek White is out there with the beast, and it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Always with the ball, out guarded by Porzingis. Thomas, stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Celtics have missed a free throw. 5 for 5.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Both free throws good from the beast.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
On the wing, Wallace. All sorts of time. Offensive rebound. Fox lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Fox has got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Fox. This is to Wallace. Holmgren in the corner. And Boston with the rebound.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's the beast, defended by Holmgren. Shoots the 3. The beast can't hit. Oklahoma City leading by 12. To the middle. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists in the game. Now Brown, looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's the beast. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Wallace has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the jump by Holmgren.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. Paused and they added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those too. Kevin certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless. Celtics trail by 16. Here's the beast. 18 points for him. The kick out to Brown. Inside, shoots from 12. Shots good by the beast. The beast's got 20.
Well, this is where you see Jaylen Brown has evolved as a playmaker for his teammates. That's a pretty pass.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wallace from past the arc. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 5th assist in this one. White against Gilgeous-Alexander. White the pass to the Beast. Another shot. Knocked away and taken away by Wallace. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just...
At the line for the Celtics, Jason Tatum. 1 shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Topic. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Wright in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Down low, here's Thomas. Shoots over White. And it's sent back by White. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. It's good. 22 points for the Beast.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Hart. Here's the Beast. Bangs home the trifecta. The Beast's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, Josh Hart, the very definition of unselfish. How about keeping his eyes up and finding his teammate?
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Thomas.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Inside. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead has cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Tatum.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Stripped away. Here's the Beast. Brown outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Fox is checked in. The Thunder leading by 10. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Topic. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
We are talking about a 6'6" point guard. Shea has got a great view of the floor. What an easy pass.
Here's the Beast. And it's denied by Fox. Here's Thomas. No good there. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics trail by 12. The pass to the Beast. White left side. Pass to the Beast. 6 to shoot. Ball stolen. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the feed to Fox. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Thunder lead by 14.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Outside, White. Passes it to the Beast. A 3-ball. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Topic, guarded by Tatum. Here's Fox. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Chet Holmgren.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Cason Wallace. He's checked in for Topic. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
That one is no good. Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold.
Thomas, it's a wide open look, sinks the triple. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his third foul of the game.
13 foul.
1:32 left here in the fourth quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Thunder.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2 games.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Chet Holmgren.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He's picked up by White. On the wing, Wallace fires for three. Boston grabs the miss.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
White. And Holmgren pulls it down. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren in the high post. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Holmgren's got 32 points. Now the pass to Porzingis. Yep, that one goes.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.